please start the stream. Okay, we're here. Hold on, I have to send an image to myself real quick so it can like used in the stream announcement if I can even find it on my phone. There, that's just gonna be the announcement. Alright. Okay, I think I'm fine. Hello. Okay, so boom. I forgot the image. Let me. Wow. Okay. Of course, I have like a billion video recordings. It's like I still have to like upload a separate clip of what I'm gonna call the Traptanium incident from yesterday's stream. I still to this day like. I still haven't figured out what caused it to not... stage 4 hard it was, right? Like, I still don't know what caused that on yesterday's stream. The Traptanium didn't break. It's like the hitbox just unloaded or something. No, it's... Trap team though, so like anything can happen. Meal that charged the special meter. Okay, I think I need to still make that. Okay. Alright, we're gonna cook. This one? Is this the one? Fish.
Die pizza kan erin.
Okay, let me cook. Alright. I don't have like a controller out that when I connect it, it's not gonna instantly hijack my audio driver. I like fishing on controller better, so I guess I'll just have to deal with keyboard for now. There's a fish up there. There. Alright, we start now, right? this one. And this looks good, right? That's it. Boom. Okay, this. Do we take 3 or 4? Like, which one takes priority in this case? Three. Alright, thank you. Eliminate 1, 2, right? Okay. Because this one isn't used. Yes, alright, thank you very much. Boom. unless better, I will leave it for now. Oh yeah, I also need to remember I should make another Swordmaster Studio, like either tonight or on Friday, because I'm gonna be away tomorrow. At least that's the plan. I'm not sure how bigger potatoes are gonna help me, but we have size now on them, I guess. Triple. Let's go. I think what I just did was a good call. Make sure to tell me if what I did was good or bad just now. Alright, that's good. That being said, look, like the time off request for my work I put in January, which is for like a week in June, right? They still haven't looked at it, but like they're probably wondering why did he put in a time off request like 5 months ahead of time. Okay, I need to be careful. Okay, maybe. How does ultimate boost meal feel? I feel like I can use a lot of ultimates, but then again, like I'm also just using the ultimate to be able to tank damage right now, which is nice. I actually didn't like. I'm gonna admit I didn't exactly know what the ultimate did until you just told me. So. Then again, I didn't notice that I wasn't getting hit whenever activating it. Okay, 4 minus 3. I know this. It's 1. Yeah. Looks right to me. Alright, we got it correct. It's this one. Yeah, that's correct. Let's go. Hello, Rumbro. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We are attempting to beat stage 4 hard. So. I'm doing decent. I had like a whole conversation with Matthias about like how we currently structured 100% because like I like 3 years after we like made the split, I currently like at work today I just suddenly was like, you know what, I have a better idea, right? And like I talked about it and we talked about it for exactly 5 messages before we got sidetracked. So I can explain it if you're interested. So but like I'm gonna be like actually be talking for 10 minutes if I do, probably. Yeah. Collector stamp. Actually, yeah. So I actually had to load and unload at work today too, which was kind of, it went like this, right? Like I struggled to get one thing off the card, and like the other person was like, to someone who was just leaving, like, yeah, all this all the time, and like it was like, yeah, like the other guy was like, yeah, you need to be at the managers with that, not with me. And I'm like, I already asked to no longer be assigned this task, and they still give it to me. Yeah, so basically, Rembro, what I was thinking about 100% is currently we have like restricted, unrestricted, but like I thought about it, right? Which like restricted is like 2 traps per element on like 1 chaos trap, right? So that's 21 traps, right? But I thought about this, right? Like, it's kind of arbitrary, right? Which, like, I know it makes the most sense to structure it like that for our figure limit category, but like the reason the whole limit was introduced in the first place, which by the way it used to be 1 with no alternative category for it, like the reason it was introduced was cost, right? But then like it like not all like traps on the second-hand market, like they're not all like equal priced, right? So like let's say getting 1 extra dark trap is like more expensive than filling out all of the traps for like all of the like amount of traps required to house every single villain for both the life and like water element, right? So like for less than the price of a dark trap you can get like enough traps to house all of those villains, right? So like I thought about it. So like if it is about cost, like that didn't make sense to me. So what I thought of, which like I don't think people are gonna like it when I even propose this, but what I thought of is like we just get rid of the split, but instead we mark on every run how many traps were used, not how many traps of each element, but just how many traps are used, right? So. And then based on that, like, people can filter if they want to exclude, like, runs that would fall under unrestricted, for example. So, but, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, you can use still, like, you can use still 21 traps, right? But, like, you use 1 dark trap and 3 life traps, and suddenly that would be considered as unrestricted. I thought about it today, that didn't make sense, right? At least not to me. So... if it is about cost, which I was under the impression that we did do that for cost. Thank you. So yeah, I don't know if you're like even still watching, but like just let me know what you think of that. I'm gonna need runner opinions on this if I wanna like do anything with this. I think having two 100% categories where like the only major difference is trap limits and like a hat, which I only introduced to make them more distinct, right? Like I think it's better if we just like mark the amount of traps used in each run. But you base run on the amount of traps. They're not separated. It's just marked how many they use. That was like now the idea I came up with at work, right? Because because again, right? Like you could have 21 traps, but not have one more of one element be cheaper than what restricted would normally have loadout wise, but it would still be considered unrestricted. As I said, it didn't make sense to me, right? Like thinking about it, it's so arbitrary, right? If that's even correct word I'm using. It wouldn't be based but again, all it would do is just merge the two categories, and then instead of having restrict unrestricted, it would just say how many traps were used in the run. So like that would be between 10 and 46. So I'll probably also add a 47 or more if you decide to use dupes. Or like if you decide to use do we re-enchant potato? 37 messages. Okay. But yeah, so like what I was thinking about, just make like, or like what I was thinking about how it could fair battle radically be structured is just that the trap amount is noted on the run as an annotation. And like we get rid of the leaderboard split. I don't know how existing runners and like how existing 100% runners would like that though. So wouldn't there be a huge gap between runs? No. Or you mean in, if you mean in figure amount or in time amount, actually. Because, figure amount, yes, time-wise, like, it wouldn't really change much. So, world record is still held in the restricted category, after all, which is why I believe that they can compete-ish, so... Collab. Did it spawn? Oh, it did spawn. I didn't see it because it was behind there. How much would max traps save? About 6 minutes, I believe. Last time I timed it. That is only based on Villain Vault passes, by the way. So. Oh, which one? Like, it's complicated, right? Because, like, you can, drop in, like, an extra life trap and already save, like, a minute, right? Because of, it opening up more routing opportunities. So, like, I'll need to properly explain my thought process, right? About it, right? Because, like, obviously, right, like, I know merging it all sounds really bad for, like, time-wise, but, like, if you, or at least in my opinion, when I started thinking about it, right, like, you don't need, like, you obviously don't need all 36 traps to get on, to get a fast unrestricted run, right? Because, like, you can leave out, like, one dark trap, right, and, like, save, like, 50 euros if you're deciding not to use NFC cards. Right. which, like, again, like, I think the whole cost argument goes out of the window the moment, like, NFC cards were unbanned, so... Oh, chat is working again. Chat is working again. So... Which one do we pick here? Yeah, it's like... And like, I should also mention that you can very much get away for wanting to do a fast run but not wanting to use like the maximum amount of dark and light traps, because like most of the dark and light stuff is on the second pass already, or like can easily be moved to the second pass with no consequences. Which one? It's a difficult decision. Yeah. Yeah, I'll need to, like, I can, like, probably write, like, an entire, like, 3-page thing of my thought process about, like, how I could potentially restructure 100%, but I already know, right, like, the moment I remove this unrestricted run, there's gonna be people who've not done 100% who are gonna be mad about it. So, what I'm trying to say is, like, I care more about what like people who are actually planning on running the category and have already run the categories think about it than like people who have never ran the category in like 3 years but have been complaining this entire time. So which one do we pick? I don't know. It's a difficult decision. right? Gonna go with haste. Yeah, sure, that seems good. Boom. Alright, we have something now. Hopefully no more, like, me trying to figure out, is this a good decision? But yeah, like, what I'm, like, trying to say as well, like, cost-wise for, like, 100%, like, you can just, like, get a bunch of weed whackers, so... It would make the category easier to run, that's what I'm saying, right? That's why I think it will be beneficial, right? So, like, you can, like, if you want to, you can, like, have, like, a bunch of, like, life element traps and stuff, right? But, like, you can cut back on, like, dark stuff, and it will say how many traps you used. I think that's ultimately... I think, ultimately, this is gonna be the best of both worlds, and as I said, like, me and Matthias, like, we have been kind of treating it, or, like, at least I have been treating it as if it was never split in the first place, right? Because, like, originally, like, my whole argument was, like, no other category in the game, no other category in the series, I mean, not in the game, in the series, handles it like this unless it's a challenge category, which was, in retrospect, was kind of a dumb argument, because nothing even came close to the insanity that is what is required for, like, Skylander Stratum 100%, right? Like, because, like, you need, bare minimum, you need 10 Trap Masters, 10 traps, and then the 4 expansion packs, right? That is the absolute bare minimum, right? And for an optimal unrestricted run, or like for an optimal restricted run, you need, like, almost double the amount of traps, right? You need specific Trap Masters, not just any. You need specific ones, including Enigma, which is insanely expensive in some regions, right? Not to say Shortcut as well. Like Blast Jet / Charge is like that one is insignificant, so I might not even count it for the sake of my argument here. Like, you need a giant, again, like, you can get 3 racks for like 50 cents. It doesn't really matter. Right, but like, so like, what I'm trying to say is, dark traps, they're expensive, don't bother buying them. Like, instead, like, use the funds you would have spent on buying additional dark traps on other traps, or just buy an NFC card thing. So, don't buy pre-made NFC cards, because, like, you're getting absolutely ripped if you do that. Yeah. Oh, I still don't know. Yeah, sure, we'll upgrade this. Yeah. I think it would make it all less confusing also for, like, people outside of the community. And I feel like a less confusing category to look at would also cause more runners to run, like, more potential runners. Right? Because, okay, so, like, if you were to put both runs side by side, right? And, like, runs from both categories, and didn't tell someone... I probably shouldn't collab that, actually. Like, and didn't tell someone, like, what was the actual difference between them, I don't think they'd be able to tell you. And, like, so, like, it's like this, I wanna, merge it, but I also don't wanna, like, retroactively invalidate runs. Right? Well, they're gonna be so happy when they find out that I'm having this conversation, bro. I cannot wait for Trap Team chat to look at this. So... Like, I think it would make... I think, like, doing it with just, like, numbering the amount of traps, right, used, it would make it a whole lot less confusing for everyone, right? And I also think we should have done that from the start. And no, there will be no, like, adjustments to time because of amount of traps used or anything like that. Like, it's just a number that will be, like, noted. And if people really don't like it, they can just filter the leaderboard. So... it's kind of like what I said is, like, some, like, thing about loadless is, like, if you really want an RTA leaderboard, like, you can just filter for RTA only. Like sort the times by RTA. So. Loadless gotta be, like, my best contribution to Trap Team. And then, like, the worst one gotta be the restricted, unrestricted split. Moderation decisions in the I made in the Skylanders community tier list coming up. Someone sent me, like, reply to Discord, reads, like, environmental storytelling to other people in the Discord chat. Coming into my stream chat to tell me to reply on Discord is crazy work, by the way, like, just saying. But yeah, it also turns out that people didn't like it when I basically turned off Discord for an entire week, right? I just didn't really feel like dealing with anything. I already had, like, enough going on. Alright, boss time. Alright, we win. What now? Might practice some 100% tonight, but yeah. I wanna, like... So, like... you also run any percent a lot, right? Like again, like I kind of want your opinion on it as well, since you seem to like you're also actually practicing 100% and stuff, and I'm pretty confident you're gonna do a run, right? Like, how would you feel about like the changes I proposed? Still want like. Also, like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to convince Matthias to, like, be on board with this, because he's also a super mod after all. It's basically, like just me and Matthias, like, running, like, 100% currently, that's it. And we do, like, a run once every blue moon. Where's Asher, by the way? I haven't seen him talk in the chat in like 15 minutes. Is he okay? I hope so. It could be beneficial, yeah. Like, the problem is, like, trying to explain. Like, it's gonna be trying to explain this in the trap team chat without people going, like, it's gonna be too expensive. Like, I know, it's an expensive category, even if you're running restricted. So. Alright. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna. How many? Okay. I'm just gonna run this Antlers, I guess. It could be beneficial, but like that's the thing. Could be. I don't know how this is actually gonna work out in practice. Like, it's one of those things, right? Like, it's one of those things where we could, like, proof run it, but, like, if it actually doesn't work out, right, and cause a lot of issues, we can always roll it back, right? So, what did I miss? I completed the stage and started an endless run, but, like, we just started. The one is stage 1 hard? Okay, raw. Probably, like, misremembered then. Boom. There we go. Do we use the same food? With Halo. Boom. Same food item, right? With HP meal. This one. don't you want to make a minimal for people who don't want to spend a lot of money on traps? Here, listen. NFC cards. That's my official reply. I'm not entertaining that further. And I have been saying this, so... But like, again, spending a lot on traps is unavoidable if you're running 100% period. Right? Because like, if you're buying 2 or 4 undead traps, you're gonna be spending a lot on traps. Right? It's unavoidable. Even if you're just buying 1, right? Like, that's already like 40 on average, if you're lucky. So... Like, I don't see the point in separating those, right? Like, if you, like, it's kind of just like, it's like, how I see it, right? If we're gonna make a minimal traps category, it's like this, right? Like, so in other, categories in the game, like, you sometimes have, like, right, like, you can use a figure, but it's not required, right? It's just a strat, that saves, like, a bit of extra time. Right, like, if you don't have the Skylander and can't do the strat, you have 2 options. You can either not do the strat, or find a way to use that Skylander, right? If I recall correctly, like, one of the entire reasons I started hammering so much on we need to allow NFC cards is because of the 100% categories. So... Like, as I said, right, like, if you're running with real figures... For Skylanders, if you're running on real figures, you're gonna be spending a lot. Like, no matter what game it is. Like, that's... Unless you're running something like Superchargers where you don't need a lot, which Supercharger still requires, like, a lot of Earth Traps. Right? But, like, again, it's just Earth Traps, right? So... Like, but what I'm trying to say... Yeah. With this logic, there wouldn't be a reason to split the categories. That's what I'm saying, right? But like, again, right? Like, this is just like... This is my opinion on it, right? Like, of course, people are gonna disagree with me, and I understand that, right? Like, if you... Really... Like, I understand some people really don't want to use NFC cards, and I've said, again, before, like, don't even bother with the dark traps, even if you are using... If you are running Restrict, they're just so expensive, right? And you need 2 of them for Restrict for an optimal run, right? I've already been telling people, like, use NFC cards we allowed for a reason. There's no shame in using them. At least in my opinion, there's no shame in using them. Yeah. Like, it's like... and like, I personally also don't see how having NFC cards devalue your collection, because I see them... Like, it's not like owning the figure. I collect because I like the figurines, right? Like, I like them. They look really nice on the shelf behind me. Right? And like, I have never really... Oh. I'm so glad that can is empty. Like, I've never really wanted to collect the traps anyways because they're so expensive. I own like 5 Weed Whackers and that's good for me. Right? And then I bought like the snake-shaped life trap, which I shouldn't have done because I could have bought 8 more Weed Whackers for the price that I spent on that. Which is €4, by the way, which should put into perspective how cheap the Weed Whacker traps are. And no, there's like no complications with NFC card traps whatsoever. There's no complications with them, at least not that I've experienced. You can just lay them on the portal, it works fine, right? And you can just generate the dumps quite often, so that's also a plus. Like, the Skylander dumps have been easier than ever to obtain. So, and now I'm gonna, like, get to... You wanna know what also is, like, a stupidly expensive category? Imaginators all level stars. So I'm gonna, like, this is like not me using this to support my argument. I'm just gonna rant about the Imaginators figure prices. Why is Robo 300? Why is Wildstorm 300? Right? Like what chain of events could have possibly caused that? Right? Like, were they really, really that unpopular? Yeah, they were Antwave, so. But like, yeah, they were Antwave, but like, did Skylanders really fall off that hard by that point? Right? Was Academy that bad? I know, I haven't watched it. All Senses are crazy expensive. Yeah, I actually got a pretty good deal on Pinata though, which is the only reason I own him. So. Like, the only reason I own Pinata is because I got a good deal on him. Right? I think I got him for like only 15. So. Academy, nothing great. Yeah, that's what I thought. I never watched it, and I don't think I intend on doing so. I just like, silly figures going fast. But I already know how this is gonna go, right? If I decide to propose this to the server, I already know how this is gonna go. There's gonna be, like, a huge argument about it. I already know it, right? Like, every single time I propose, like, a change I think is minor, people, like, just disagree with me. But yeah, I like, none of this is happening if I can't even, like, convince the other runners of the category, let alone, like, the other runners of the game that this is a good idea. We should ask Dura for his opinion. I don't think, if I ask Madman for his opinion, I don't think he's ever getting back to me. Don't even know who that is. Don't even know who that is. Like, wow, I'm old, bro. I feel so old. Like, like, it's not even... So we aim for 40, sure. We're aiming for 40. Which one, what do we do with that? But, like, don't know who Madman is. Like, there's some lore here, right? Like, he wasn't Spar's Adventure Runner. Right, like, really great one. Some of his runs aren't listed anymore because he purposefully removed them. And he left the community. Yeah. He was one of the people who originally rooted 100% though. Like, him and Matthias were, like, the ones who actually end up finishing the 100% route that I fought Nils and T for to, like, get. So. But then again, I still feel like the whole reason we didn't have it is because, like, I was being an asshole at the time. Sorry for swearing, but, like, that's like the best I can put it. Oh, I was such a different person, like, 3 years ago. Enchant. Do we take this? Hold on, I'm processing. No. Alright. Continuing. Quickly had to reply to someone in the Swordmaster's Discord, and it was... I'm just being very to the point with it. There goes the can. Okay, hold on, I have to ban someone real quick. Quick interruption, we have a hacker. Quick interruption, we have a hacker, so... Boom. Banned. Okay. We're back. Well, wait, logs are back. I can probably find one of the like scammers I'm after in a bit, because I have one of his banned accounts. So. Here we go.
which one do we take? Peek or the plate. One. Thank you. Alright. Wait. Ooh. Thanks, Dano MC for the follow, which will happen in 1 minute according to Twitch. It says in 1 minute, not like 1 minute ago. Like, it literally just says in 1 minute. Thank you, Twitch. Please, Game Swordmasters, no. I'm playing this right now, I'm not playing Swordmasters right now. I'm planning on recording a video tonight though, so... planning on doesn't mean it will actually happen because stuff might come up. Alright, which one? Which one's best? Free. HP above all, alright. I can try. I'm not good at whistling. Takes my breath away. Find it hard to keep my breath when doing that for extended periods of time. Alright. Yeah. lifesteal stamp. We'll check if it dropped. It might have dropped like a few minutes ago and that I didn't even notice. Why did I go so far up? Holy. How much of a marathon did I walk? Okay, it wasn't even there. Ooh. HP. There. Let's go. Something dropped. We got slightly bigger curses. I even don't know if it pulls anything. Like, they're just bigger. Boom. Maxed out. Something dropped. Where? It's the collector stamp. Pretty sure I already had that at some point. Look at my frame rate, bruh. It's at late. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's at like. I'm pretty sure it just said like 15. Boom. We got lifesteal stamp. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, let's go. Speed, good I think. We can hit 40 somehow, yeah. It's always worth trying. Spammed anvils on curves, alright. I think. Yeah. April 1st was yesterday game. It's not like the time to be pulling pranks like that. Yeah. Maybe this one time we'll get lucky. Please? Yeah, we got it. Yo, chill out! We have so much HP. So haste is 120. Okay, so we're 104 right now. Yeah, we have like 302% attack. No, it's 109. That's 114. $700 health. $119. Okay, it's 120. 124 to be exact. That's a lot of HP, indeed it is. HP. Is there a cap on how much we can have? No, alright. It's likely the integer limit, so... Which, like, I don't think anyone's ever reaching that. $999. We're so close to 1,000. Thousand HP. Bam. Alright, time to log in. Do these guys drop XP? They have to, right? Okay, they do drop XP. Oh boy, 10 minutes of this. Bam! Let's go. We got it. Ba-bam. No, we Bam. Let's go. Don't even know if it's possible. Well, we're about to find out. It has to be, right? I mean, like, we've been here for a minute and a half now in this, so... I'm taking a lot of damage, which I don't necessarily like, you know? You need to continue leveling. Yeah, I'll try my best. Okay, bro. I know if we're getting out of this. Okay. 32. I think that's pretty good. New all-time best. Submit. Rank 36 out of all time. I don't think that's bad at all. We're in top 40, so... There we go. Top 40. I'm happy with that, so... I need to quickly mark Bangar's run as safe, so... Let me, like, go into the DMs I have with Emray because I showed, like, Emray the run, so... Mark is safe. Bam. Okay, button's not working. Okay, time to tap back in. Yeah. Alright. I've got... Alright, I'm gonna find someone to raid. It's gonna be here. Okay, this person. Slash red. Boom, boom.